Good day, students. So I am Pranav, your Western music teacher, and today we'll be continuing from where we left off yesterday. So what we did yesterday is we talked about the specific parts of guitars like the tuning pegs, the headstock, the fretboard, the neck, the body of the guitar, and the bridge and the sound hole and the strings. And we also talked briefly about the notes to which these strings are tuned to. So let's talk today about the hands which you use to play the guitar. So as I talked earlier, your left hand, if you're right-handed there, your left hand is known as your fretting hand because you access the frets over here. So there is a proper method as how to hold the neck of your guitar. So it becomes easy for you to progress fast, and it also becomes very fun to play. So there are 4 fingers and 1 thumb, as you all know. So what we call them in guitar language is, I'll talk about that. So this is your index finger, this is your middle finger, this is your ring finger, and this is your pinky, and this is your thumb. Simple enough. Okay. So normally we do not use thumb to play the strings, but in some genres of Western music players do use. But if you talk about normal usage of players who normally play, they do not utilize thumb that much, so we can just put it aside for the moment. Now let's talk about how to hold the neck properly. So if you can take a closer look to my hand, your hand should be shaped like this. Like if you have seen a bowl where you pour some water, or you eat anything, you can just go to your kitchen and you can take a look at the bowl. You should take a closer look at the shape of that bowl. So you need to copy that shape, and you need to make your hand like that. So in that way, that hand fits comfortably onto your guitar neck, and it becomes easy for you to stretch your fingers and to access the fingers easily and fluidly. Normally what mistake and the common mistake that people do while holding the guitar neck is that they tilt the thumb like that. So this is what you don't have to do. If you tilt your thumb, you lose a very crucial aspect of guitar playing, that is a grip. If you talk normally, then if you hold somebody's hand, you're going to hold somebody's hand like this and not like this, because this is the weaker grip section, and this is a stronger grip. This gives you a very strong grip. So this is what happens when you are playing the guitar. If you're placing your thumb right into the middle of the neck, not too high, not too low, but right somewhere in the middle, so it gives you a very perfect position to access the strings and access the frets. You can just tilt it according to the string changes. Like if you're playing a G chord in the bar position, then your thumb will be placed like that, somewhere like that. Now if you're playing a D chord in open position, so your thumb will be naturally shifted towards a little bit higher side of the neck. So that's not an issue, but you should not do this. So what will that do is that will completely eliminate the room that is required for the open strings to ring. So if you are able to see, there should be a gap between the fingers, and your fingers should be able to curl like that. So the strings that you're pressing, they should be ringing along with the open strings that are required for the chord to ring. So for example, if I'm taking a D chord, then I'm playing the strings A, B, G, B, and E. So the G, B, and E, the B string is more susceptible to get muted in this position. So this is the problem that maximum people encounter while playing this chord. So the solution to this is that if you are placing your thumb properly, then you will get more headroom to all of your fingers, so that they can curl comfortably and they can just hold the strings properly. And second thing is, whenever you are pressing any string on any fret, it doesn't matter which string you are pressing, if you are pressing any string, then you should always utilize your tips, because these are the strongest portion of your fingers through which you can apply the maximum amount of pressure with minimal effort. So always utilize your tips. Never ever utilize these these soft portions of your fingers. Why? Because again, for the same reason, same simple reason, that they do not exert enough amount of pressure on the string that is required for the string to ring out properly without giving an annoying buzz noise like this. So that way the note will sound very clear, very perfect, without any problem, and you will also be exerting minimal effort. So just always make it fun for you to play. Don't make it an athletic sport that where you have to exert humongous amount of pressure. Just keep it simple, keep it easy. Okay, so now let's talk about the right hand for now. So if you're finger picking, or if you're playing with your fingers without using this plectrum, so there is a nomenclature that is followed in the Western music, that is, this is known as your pinky, this is known as your middle, this is known as your annular, this is known as your middle, this is known as your index, and this is known as your thumb, which we know. But they are assigned alphabets in Western music. So this is known, the thumb is known as the P, this is I, this is M, this is A. This is not used in finger picking or finger style guitaring, so we are eliminating this for now. So let's just repeat what are they known, P-I-M-A or PIMA in Western music. So whenever you are playing finger style music, for example like this, this style of playing, people utilize fingers other than pick, because it makes them easy to be able to play all these things. So that's it for today's lesson. So do like and subscribe to the channel, and do share if you like the content of the video. And if you have any doubts regarding the contents of the video, you can drop your feedback into the comment section, and I'll be responding to that comment sections. And happy learning.